Good afternoon on day, I believe it's day 49. Sorry for the bouncing. Today is my second 0 day in Pagosa Springs. I don't usually like to spend quite so much time in town, but it's sort of a combination of trying to stay around certain other hikers that I enjoy being with who wanted a little bit more time in town. And it's also a great opportunity because I'm here with my friend Paul.
Hello.
Yeah. Paul and I went to college together and haven't really spoken much since, and have sort of reconnected because he lives in this area, and as I was coming through he reached out to me, so that was super cool. And we're gonna go on a little adventure today to some hot springs in the area, go on a little hike, check out the springs, so that way enjoy this actually quite lovely day and both get some rest, relaxation in the springs, but also stretch those legs a little because I can't let them not do anything. They got a lot of miles to cover. Okay.
Pretty good at bushwhack.
Yeah. I believe this is called Sheep Creek, I think. I'm now better informed. This is the Piedra River. Hot springs! Woo. How warm is it?
It's lukewarm.
So-so on that one?
Might be nice for today.
Okay. Chilling in the hot springs. Although it did just start raining on us. I suppose we're wet anyway, so whatever. Well, we got rained on for a while, but it doesn't feel too bad when you're sitting in a hot spring pool, and now the sun's out and it's pretty gorgeous. Good afternoon on day 50. It's right about noon right now. I'm up at Wolf Creek Pass. We are lackadaisically getting back on trail. We're currently waiting on we just got our hitches up here and currently waiting on a couple others to join us, and then I'm not sure how far we'll go tonight, but we'll get somewhere, and that is about as far as I have planned for this leg of this journey. But I'm still excited. It's gonna be great.
Is your inhaler accessible?
Yes, it's in my backpack. Yeah, that's good. Well, got a pretty big climb out of Wolf Creek Pass, and I have no idea how much of it I've done. I just know that my back is really heavy with 6 days of food to get to Silverton. But it's a fat 6. I've been hungry lately, so that like affected my decisions when I was resupplying. And yeah, my pack is a fatty at the moment. So, yeah, my lungs seem to have forgotten some of the finer points of breathing as I've been making this climb here. So anyway, I've got some snow in front of me, and so I'm gonna tackle that. It's looking a little stormy. Hail. This is hail. Well, that hail actually started coming down pretty hard, so we actually set up our shelters and are gonna wait this one out. I don't think it will last very long. We'll see. I was hungry anyway. This is fine. Well, it has stopped raining and hailing for the moment. Supposedly there's more coming. Like, we've been looking at the radar, and apparently it doesn't look good for the next little bit. It's about 3 in the afternoon right now. I don't know, the crew that I've been hiking with has decided to just stay in our little shelters for the rest of the evening. Just hide out since the weather doesn't look good, and I guess probably get an early start tomorrow. That is probably not the choice I would have made. I probably would have kept hiking. Like, even when it started hailing, it didn't look like it was going to last forever, and it didn't. And so I probably would have just kept going through that. But it is more important for me right now to stay with people than it is to just follow all of the whims and decisions that I normally do. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with myself for the next couple hours, but I was feeling kind of tired today anyway, so I guess I will take a nap, eat some of that weight out of my food bag, and I don't know. Hopefully we actually do end up waiting out a thunderstorm. Otherwise, I will feel very silly for sitting in my tent at 2 in the afternoon for the rest of the day. So, but anyway, that's where we're at. Good morning on day 51. The sky is really prettier than my camera can capture, but I think you're probably getting the idea. There's a grouse right here. And if you were listening, you might have heard him do his deep, like, woo, woo, woo sound. Before I'd ever heard that sound, when I first started hearing it in the Sierras, I didn't know what it was, and I always just assumed it was Sasquatch. Oof. Well, made it across. Yay. Whew, I just posted pretty badly not too long ago. Took a while to dig my foot out. That's a very uncomfortable feeling when the ground steals your foot. So I'm back in snowshoes now, hoping to make a little better progress. Quite a view. Whew, and also going to be quite a climb. Whoop whoop! Man, today's kicking my butt. Whew. It's really pretty though. Well, you can see where we're going here. Up over this little pass right here. Came from down here. There's another lake back there. And then we came like from this way, sort of across this. Whew. Alright, made it to the top. Gear explosion. On top of a pretty mountain. Open trail CDT marker. So it's looking like the trail goes, so we can see it kind of cross this. And then looking at the topo map, it actually looks like it goes like up behind this and then sort of over. this sort of crazy looking thing there. So we were gonna continue and try and make it over that this afternoon, but it's looking a little stormy in general, and that is looking like I mean, if that's really where we're going, like a pretty challenging ascent. So we are set up here. It's actually been pretty windy. We've got a little break from it right now, but doing the best we can to, I don't know, find a nice little spot to shelter for the night, and then I guess go tackle that monster in the morning. It's funny, it was so windy while we were setting up our tents, and we were both struggling, and now that like they're both set up, perfectly calm. So something kind of unexpected happened today. It looks like it's just going to be Jazz Hands and I for the rest of the way to Silverton. The rest of the group that we have been hiking around made a decision to take the Creed cutoff this afternoon. That had not been their plan. Like, everybody kind of had the same plan to go to Silverton. And so I was definitely surprised. Not really sure what exactly changed between yesterday and today, other than that, you know, we didn't make great use of our afternoon yesterday, especially if the concern was making miles, you know, like being able to get to Silverton in time, basically, because, you know, miles are hard to cover. They're much, much slower, and that was one of the concerns cited. So I don't know. I totally understand that everybody has to do what feels right for them, and so I'm glad they're doing what feels right for them, but I don't know. It felt, I don't even know what words to use. I guess I felt a little irritated, frustrated, just perplexed, really, at the turn of events, but that's okay. Like I said, everybody's got to do what feels right for them, and it seems like Jazz Hands and I are quite determined to make it to Silverton. We understand it's going to be difficult, and we're going to have to do everything we can to cover as many miles as we can, and hopefully we have enough food. But I mean, that's why I brought so much. That's why my food bag wouldn't even close when I left town yesterday. So also, it's really windy again. I'm sure you can see that. So anyway, that was a development from today, but gonna press on, have a good time, try, you know, stay safe, see some amazing things, get my butt kicked as I make my way to Silverton. Good morning, day 52. This is what I was looking at the map last night that I didn't really want to tackle, especially while all those storms were rolling around, but we're climbing up that. You can see the switch at the top and the bottom. This is going to be an adventure. Alright, here we go. You can see Jazz Hands up there. I think we're going to take the rocks most of the way up to the top there. Almost there, kinda. Final approach. Well, pretty much there. I'll scramble up this and see what's on the other side. Hello, big cornice. And I'm up. Check out this view. That's the big mountain we climbed over. Wow. So I think we hit a new high point when we crossed over that little knob over there. I think we were just under 13,000. The snow this morning has been tough because it's both soft and kind of icy. So it's slick at some points, but then you can still post hole, and then that feels like post holing through glass. So it hurts. Lovely, lovely. This is what's next. Well, they don't call them the Rocky Mountains for nothing. Oh, well, Jazz Hands and I, for the time being, have decided to hike above the trail, essentially on the official Continental Divide, which is kind of cool. Basically, the trail has just got a lot of north-facing slopes. It's the afternoon. They're kind of slushy. They've got some sketchy snow above the traverses we would have to do, and so we're hoping this is going to be a safer route for us. Don't mind the thunderstorms behind us. Well, we've been kind of all over this afternoon. We originally tried to cross way up there at the top, basically following the divide, which worked for us for a while until we got to a spot that was a little bit too steep. We were basically rock climbing. And so now, and then that's also kind of when the storm finally caught up with us. So we decided to bail down. We crossed the CDT on our way down here, but we actually came much further down into the valley. And somewhere down here we're gonna set up camp. And then tomorrow I imagine we'll make our own route up somewhere. But either way, whichever way we go, we'll have quite a climb to get back to the trail.